Friday night, and this is Craft Roulette. I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess to Craft Roulette. This is episode 142. That's a lot of episodes, and we're so glad that you're here with us. Were you enjoying the slideshow? I was enjoying the slideshow. I have looked at that gallery several times because there's so many different kinds of cards. It's just, there's just so many different kinds of cards. You can see them all over on craftroulette.live. I encourage you to enjoy them. Just take some time and look at the cards. But I always kind of get balled up in there because there's so many, and we had 149. We are going to talk about some of the achievements that you all reached this week in just a little bit, but we got some business to do. One thing is, welcome Chatterbox. So glad to see you there. We're talking about the weather, talking about your stretchy pants. These are all good topics that I feel very comfortable in. Yes, I've got my Team Purple on. And, you know, just before I was going, it's getting kind of warm. And Christine said she had on a gray t-shirt. And I thought, I've got on a gray t-shirt. I'm going to go take that off. So I took that off and just went down to my Team Purple. Because we do have the Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin on tonight. So I wanted to give her some credibility there. Or not credibility, respect. Respect, that's the word. We don't have too much housekeeping. We do have an all-patron call tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing your dad jokes. That's all I got to say. There is a new coloring sheet for the patrons that will go live tonight at midnight. P.S. If you go over to craftroulette.live and go to the Patreon extras, it's already there in the downloads. All right, that's all I got. Do want to say happy birthday to Jay Thomas. It's his birthday tonight, and I think he's here with us. So happy birthday. I hope we have a great set of parameters for you. Do have something new about the parameters, too, coming up. And Mr. Producer has updated our look. If you notice, now we don't have our old-fashioned look from the beginning of the show. We now have the look that goes along with our website. So it's really bright and pretty, nice and clean. I like it. But happy birthday, Jay. Our Mr. Mike has his Christmas jumper on still from Marianne Hill over in Essex. And I want to say also that last week, I think it was, Marianne Hill left our head jumper crocheter, left a message or a comment, and she was saying that she just feels like she has such an affection and an attachment to our guest crafters. And man, that was like, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I just feel very attached to our guest crafters, but I also feel very attached to you guys and to Mr. Producer, who is across the hall from me. And I have known him since before he knew him. He is my son. He is our technical director. He is our graphics man, and he does a heck of a job. So thank you all for being here tonight. We also want to thank our spin sponsor this month. We have Artful Angel. If you didn't see Kara's Young on the show a couple weeks ago, she was delightful. Here is a funny little card that I used one of her stamps on. It's a little cow. I didn't know I needed a cow, but it's really handy, I think. And I put no bowl. So that's a good card. I like it. But thank you, Karis, for being our spin sponsor. That means she will be giving away $25 gift certificates to people that have sent in cards if their name comes up in the drawing at the end of the show. Make sure you stay tuned. We want to, we are not sponsored. I always forget that line. We are not sponsored by any corporation. We are sponsored by our patrons. Did you add a slide that No, you didn't. Not yet. Okay. I saw you won't go into action. I thought, he added a slide. No, he didn't. But we are sponsored by our patrons. It's on my list. And our patrons are people who support the arts. They are people that just come alongside and say, hey, I think you're doing an okay job here. I'd like to help you financially. But you also give us, I got to hear something going crazy. But you also give us a lot of encouragement and a boost in the arm when we see comments and just know you're there backing us up. Thank you so very much. We want to welcome Dania Boyce. Boise? Maybe? Looks like Boise, Idaho to me. But thank you for joining us as a patron. We welcome you. And I hope to meet you tomorrow on our all-patron call. That's at 1 o'clock Central Time. We have my Zoom My Zoom account is for 100 people. We have over 100 patrons. So it's going to be open to the first 100. We've never had that many. But, I'm just telling you. If that happens, anyway, we'll deal with that as it comes. We do have lovely merchandise like my Team Purple sweaty shirty. And look, there it is in white. Oh, those look good. If you need something for Christmas, that's all the farther you need to look. It's our Craft Roulette merchandise. It's all very good. Actually, it is really good quality, and we work with a company that prints them per order. So it is very good quality. I've been very impressed. I haven't had anything peel off like the ones that I make. Anyway, that's me. So we do want to welcome the Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. She's live from the Hive. She is Christine Bertram with her 8th trip to Craft Roulette.
Hey, yay! It is the 8th time.
8. That's a lot of times. You're
sure
like right
is.
up there with me.
I think so. I think that my first time was December and you had launched in March, right?
Right.
Yep.
And you had started going live. And she was like, I kept seeing this girl on Facebook. Every time I turned on Facebook, there was Christine's face. Christine, because you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Mm-hmm. And when the pandemic hit, you went to online. Virtual. And adapted quickly, and you've done very well with it.
I have. I've grown exponentially. It's crazy. It's like a snowball that keeps rolling down the hill. And it's just getting bigger and bigger.
As a matter of fact, we want to congratulate you because for you, we're on the top 20 of the Stampin' Up! USA corporate list this year. So that's huge.
It is. I don't know the exact number. I guess I never called or asked around how many demonstrators there are in the US, but it's around 40,000 if I have to guess. Like at 35 to 50, somewhere like that. I think it's closer to 40. And I was 20 out of 40, like let's say 40,000 ish. I don't know. If somebody who's watching might actually know. I don't know if anybody ever published it, but it's a lot.
That makes that number 20 seem like a much more important number.
Right.
Anyway, I'm very, very proud of you. And because you work your little fanny off.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not going to deny it.
You are on Facebook all the time. Now you're also on YouTube.
Yep.
At the same time. You have you're online every day almost doing something because all your classes are free online.
Yep. It feels like online every day, but it's between in-person or online. There seems to be a class at least 5 days a week, right? So there might be 2 days that I'm not. But yeah, I know one week, the first week of November, I think I had 3 online classes on a Tuesday, a Thursday, and a Friday. And then I had 3 in-person classes that week.
That is so many. You deserve,
it's a lot.
You deserve to keep moving up that list then because that's, you really
and it's
doing
not
a good job.
Thank you. And it's not like there's 1 or 2 people at each class. There's usually between 40 and 100 at each class. It's just like between the combination of the in-person and then the online that do the class. Mm-hmm.
But you still like it.
I love it.
And you were able to quit your day job this year.
I did. Yeah. And that's coming up on that 1 year anniversary. So maybe in 3 months, I basically quit that job March 7th, but I stopped working there February 7th because I had a 1 month leave. So yeah, basically in 2 months, it'll be a year that I really haven't been in the corporate day job. Mm-hmm.
But you've still been, you wouldn't say you're retired by any.
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
No. You're busier than ever probably.
I'm
but it's
busier than ever, but it's not like it ever feels like work. That's the amazing thing about it. I can get up at 8 and work until midnight, and I feel like I went to bed and I didn't work. But I got 30 things done, right? Because it's not work to me to talk to people and make cards and cut paper and kid up with my mom or make cookies to get mailed out with this class. Like, it's fun stuff, right? For me, this is fun stuff. You know, I love the business side of it, and I love the people side of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of a people business with some paper.
Yeah,
it's paper and stamps included.
It is. Yeah, and it's so funny that people always message me and say, I'm sorry to bother you, or I don't mean to be a pest, or I don't mean this. And it's like, you're never a pest. This is what I do. I help people. I answer questions. I lead you in the right direction. Like,
Mhm.
I never look at anybody as a pest. Now, if they ask me 10 times, I might think it like, oh my gosh, they're asking again. But that's on the 10th time, right?
But maybe I'll get through to them somehow. Maybe
right? Maybe like the 11th time
restructure
will be
that
the charm.
sentence. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, I know one thing I want to thank you for, and these are not all from you, but Christine had a bunch of cards sent to me because I'm going to be taking a winter leave for a nice little trip to the hospital, and she got a bunch of cards for me, and I've got them all packed in my little bag to take to the hospital with me, so I can put them on my little bedside table and enjoy them all over again. So thank you so much for and that purple padded bag. I got one.
Yeah. Yep, you got a special purple padded envelope. You betcha. So all I had to tell my community was that I needed thinking of you cards or get well cards, and I had all of a sudden they started showing up. So
it was great. Yeah. It was great. You are the purple princess. You can tell by that you are Team Purple by your shirt, your room, and you are well declared as the Team Purple Princess. So, cool. We don't even have to worry about that if you're new to Craft Roulette. And that may not make sense, but it's just how it is. So, yeah. We've got something new tonight. Oh, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
Oh, I was going to just say that started off way in the beginning, too, with the purple versus the orange back that first year in 2020.
Yes, we've been Team Purple and Team Orange for a long time. And there is the story is on our craftroulette.live. A lot with the history of the show and different things. But yeah, you Team Purple, all you have to do is say Team Purple, and all of a sudden we get all these cheerleaders in the chatter box going, yeah, Team Purple.
Root.
Yeah, that's right. All we need is a true team. I don't know, what fast card making or something, pitting Team Orange against Team Purple. Maybe when we have a live event, you just never know. It'd be fun.
You could. If you have 30 seconds, you could create a Zoom, I'll tell you, you could create a Zoom meeting that everybody who wants to be on it, and then you could divide it out into two like you could set out parameters beforehand, and you could have like a team captain, and then you could have one room is for purple, one room is for the orange, and they have to come out of the room after, let's say, 20 minutes with a card made. And you know what I mean? And then they have the same parameters, you know what I mean? Something like that. Because you can break people out into meeting rooms and that kind of stuff. And then your team captain, your team captain could be the one that's in charge of actually making the card with all the input from the team. And Zoom is like where you can have two-way correspondence with people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we have a Zoom call tomorrow, but we're not going to do cards tomorrow.
Right.
They're going to bring dad jokes and see if they can make me laugh.
Yeah. But this could be an interactive team exercise or activity with like Team Purple versus Team Orange.
That sounds like 2023 in the works right now to me. Yeah. Definitely I'm going to look into that. That's excellent. Excellent idea. I love it. We do have something new about the wheel tonight, which you are going to break in. And we've actually told you ahead of time, so you won't be surprised. And because one time I forgot to tell you ahead of time about what the new scripted line is that you got to say. But we are going to break to celebrate some of our achievers this week. But you had a question for me.
What is Craft Roulette?
You're so good at it. Thank you for being here, guys. Let's get this show started. We want to craft.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Oh my gosh. We have a new feature that we're going to bring Christine on, and she's just overthinking it like crazy. And so we'll see how it goes. This may be the first and last time, but I think we'll love it. And she's the best person to try it out on because she's a player. Anybody that's number 20 and Stampin' Up! Is a player. We do like to celebrate our achievers around. Oh, look at those things fall in. I've never seen that fall in. Is that new, Mr. Producer?
That is new.
Oh, that was cool. They just fell right into place. You do such interesting things. Anyway, those are all the pins from the contributors that we got last week for the 149 cards that we received digitally. And now we are almost to 11,000 cards. We should cross that line pretty easily this week. And it is this, if you stack those cards right on top of each other, 10,000 cards is basically a 5-story building. So that's a whole lot of cards. And it's all from you guys. Fabulous. We are going to, we're going to talk about my card. There's my card. The parameters were an A2 card. Yep, that's where it's not on the board this week. Blue, green, +1, and our neutrals are always given. From a tree was the element, and in the corner was the random. I ended up making those little corner things that I hadn't made in years. And they were fun. I also showed them over on Fun University's YouTube channel how to make them. They are fun little things. They've got a little tie and they're cute. They're just adorable. Everybody should make them. But that was my card. I was super, super simple. I gave myself a break. I made another one too. But Jessica Taylor was our guest, and she had that little bunny punch, and she said when she saw that bunny punch, she knew she wanted a calico bunny. So she made it work, and she made the A2 card, which was her favorite thing. Blue, green, plus that kind of coral color from a tree. Her little sign had wood grain. And then in the corner, she had the clouds. So lots. Oh, there's the little tiny butterfly. There it is. I see it now. Anyway, the gallery is so full of so many different kinds of cards. There are whimsical ones, there's hand-drawn ones, there's very elegant and fancy ones. You guys do a remarkable job. I love what you do with I love how you wear those parameters, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Excellent job. Anyway, thank you, Jessica, for joining us again last week. You're always a lot of fun. Now we're going to talk about the slideshow. In the slideshow, we have our first-timers that sent in a card for the first time last week. We're going to celebrate our 0 heroes, and those are the people that have sent in 10, 20, 30, and so on cards. We're going to talk about our leading ladies, the top 5, which are actually the top 6. You'll see why. We don't have anybody for Club 52, but we do have a new mug clubber, and our new mug clubber is Christina Brome from Sweden. She has sent in 100 cards. She's never even missed a week. That's not a requirement, but she's never even missed a week. And she has sent in 100 cards, which qualifies her for a personalized mug that says she is a mug club. 100, I don't know what it says. I got to order one for myself. Oh, by the way, since she is international and I have run into a new situation. I can't order those internationally where I order them. So I got to that little roadblock and I just went shut down and I couldn't figure out what to do. So everybody's a little late, but I need to send one to England, to Australia, and to Sweden. So what I'm going to do is have those things all come to me. It may be a couple more weeks before I get them ordered, but I've got most of them designed. So it's just a matter of, now that I know how to do it, I can get it done. But it is going to take a while before you all get your mugs. So I'm a little behind on it, but thank you. So I'm ready to celebrate. Let's bring on those achievers. Glennis T. from Washington is a first-timer. And look how she worked those parameters. She did great. Welcome, Glennis. Kristen B. from Texas sent in a bug card from the tree. And she's got that great big tree embossing thing or something. It's very cute. Dania is a new patron and a first-time contributor from Florida with her beautiful card. We're so glad you're here, guys. Yep, it's addictive. Robin Alexander has sent in 10 exclamation points, too. Well done, Robin. We're so proud of you. Chris has sent in 20, and that was like iris folding. I don't even get that, but that's beautiful. Mary M. has sent in 20. Wow, that's a cool card, too. I wanted to make sure I looked up that fold. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever done that. Tanya Bird has sent in 30. Super cute, sweet little card. Lots of action in the corner. Another 30 is our guest crafter, Allison Cope. Look at you. I think that's just so cute. Your coloring, of course, is exceptional. Marie Bland from Australia has sent in 40. Well done. With a kitty and a hedgehog and a reindeer. Critters. Kendra Morgan, one of our guest crafters, has sent in 40 cards. Yay for you, Kendra. And it was so pretty. You got to use your coral. Jen Zay has also sent in 40. You're a hoot. Really cute. You're a cute hoot. That's kind of hard to say. Agnes Hearn sent in a beautiful Christmassy card with her or for her 40th also. Well done, Agnes. Agnes also is a wonderful glitter fairy in our group. Brenda Anderson has sent in 40 with this elegant, lots of white space card. It's really pretty. Well done, Brenda. And Shackles has a gallery under our curated gallery of her cards, but this one, Mercy Girl, your 70th, that is exceptional. There's Christina Brome from Sweden with her 100th. She's got a lot of gnomes. If you like gnomes, you'll like Christina's cards. She also has a gallery coming up. Jackie Muller is a leading lady with 102. She is also a twin leading lady with Smurf, the epic Smurf Murphy, with 102 also. Look at the difference of the styles. Well done, ladies. Kathy Herring, that was the card I cased on Fun University last week, and she has sent in 106. She's a leading lady this week. 5K Lamone is a leading lady with 108 cards. Always bright and pretty. Card Monkey Jarvis has sent in 119 and has never missed a week. You're something else. She's also one of our little moderators, so we thank you for that. Patty Beck has sent in 136 consecutive cards, never has missed a week since episode 5, week after week, without missing a beat. What a team of crafters and craftettes. Oh my golly, I am surrounded by talent on every side. I just so appreciate that you guys would spend some time and have some fun with these parameters. What can I say? It's amazing. You know what to do. That's right. Well, Christine, are you ready to come back? I'm going to give her when I say she's working her tail off, she is addressing Christmas cards every second that she's not on the screen. So she truly is a little worker bee. So her whole bee thing is absolutely perfect for you. Aren't you?
I was actually their thank you cards that I'm trying to get out to people for different things that they've helped me with or given to me or done for me. So I've had about 10 of them sitting here for the last week. And I'm like, I need to get those done.
You're always doing something. You are. You're just never still. What, do you ever sit still?
Mm-hmm. When I'm with Tyler and he wants to watch a movie or have dinner, I slow down a little bit.
Yeah, slow down.
Oh, yeah, I can turn it off. And especially when my head hits the pillow, I'm out like a light. People will say to me a lot, you probably don't sleep at night because you're always like active and working, like that your brain doesn't shut down. I'm like, oh, yeah, it does. It's like done. By the time I hit the pillow, linger about falling asleep, I am out within 2 seconds usually.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. My husband has said many times that I fall asleep before I hit the pillow.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the way down, it's over. Yeah, it's pretty much true. We're kind of like bagpipes. We're either on or off, right?
Exactly.
Not a whole lot of in between. Just
There
always
isn't.
at
It's either
home.
high or off.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Mr. Producer, shall we bring on the parameters? Hi, Chris. How are you? Our sole South American contributor. Except for your friend that came once. Those are our parameters for the night. We have project, colors, element, and random. The wheel will be choosing one of those from each of the categories for us to work with tonight. However, we have a couple things to do before we see what we're going to get tonight. One thing is our patrons get to veto a couple of those. They get to veto a color, an element, and a random each and every week. That doesn't mean that if it is vetoed, it doesn't mean that you can't use it. It's still in play. It just means that the wheel can't require it and we will spin again. But do you want the vetoes first, Mr. Producer? Okay, so for the vetoes, they said for color, yellow +2. So much for my Chiefs, number 10. Won't be doing Chiefs football ones this week. For element, they said, nah, we're okay without gnomes, number 9. And for random, crumple paper is not going to be required of us. Okay, so Christine, now we're going to mix you up. Do you have something you would like to veto and say, I don't want the wheel to make me do this? Really? I don't remember. Okay. This is your chance. Well, okay, here you go. If we get one of those two things, will it ruin your night?
I can't hear her.
Oh, hang on. We can't hear you. He's gonna fix you. Thanks for letting us know, guys. Christina, you can still use gnomes, probably though. I know, no gnomes makes you sad. Let's see. He's got all sorts of little things he's clicking. Hang on.
If it's there or not. I'm like, I didn't do anything different. So
No. He's been changing so many things around. So, and our electricity went off for a blip today, and that sometimes will reset things, even though it was really like a nanosecond.
Yeah, I remember back in those early days, you guys were using the other Skype, and it was sketchy with the Skype. And then I remember one time we had my headphones in that I bought those earphones just to do it, and then they stopped working, and we just made do. Yes.
We've had lots of problems.
Exactly.
Can we hear her? Yep, we're here.
If you'd repeat what you said about vetoing.
Yes.
That was all missed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for waiting,
I guess, in a nutshell, I don't believe personally I've ever vetoed. I can't remember ever vetoing because I feel like if I veto something, that the craft roulette gods are going to be unhappy with me and they're going to give me something. And the wheel has always been good to me, and it's always been awesome, right? So I'm torn. I wrote down two things that I would veto, and I guess I wrote them down so Mr. Producer can see them. They're from the up camera. And so if those get picked, then we'll have a talk about that. Oh, you can't see them. Okay. I didn't know if you could see them from the top camera. Well, I have them written down. So we'll see. If I wrote them down and they are what actually called them, I'll be like, oh, I should have done it. But
okay, so you'll do regrets rather than proactive.
Yeah, because you asked me would it
vetoes.
ruin my night. You said would it ruin my night, and I'm like, no, it would just make it more difficult.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
We'll go with it.
You've never gotten stumped. We don't like stumping.
Right. So,
and we will talk about everything until we're comfortable. So
correct.
We'll get it.
No vetoing. We'll keep it like it's cool. Good.
Okay. So no veto for Christine. But here's the new twist. If you were playing roulette in Vegas, you would choose a number, and if it's red or black, for your lucky number.
Yeah.
Well, we are so full of benevolence here. We don't want to just give you one choice where we just, and it doesn't mean, it just means we're going to celebrate if you get it. It doesn't mean we're jinxing you. We aren't fixing we're not putting in a fix or anything.
Time to put your chips on the table.
Well, right. I don't.
But we want to know what, we are putting you on the spot, but we want to know what your perfect parameters would be.
Right, and so
tonight.
I'll give them to you because you want me to, but I have the same general thought with this, that if I put them out there, then they're not going to get picked, because that's just sometimes how it works.
1 out of 331,776.
Yup, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
it won't change it.
So 1 from each category, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will you come back? We already have you on the schedule in 2023.
Yeah, you've got me on 3 times. I'll come back. But it's really funny because the one thing that I would want on there is a A2 card size, but it's not even on there. So I can't even pick that one.
No, but is there a card that could be an A2 that you would choose
all of them.
then?
Absolutely, all of them. Mm-hmm. Well, except for the 5x7. The 5x7 couldn't be an A2.
Or the 4x4. Yeah.
I guess if I'd pick one, I'd pick a bookmark card, because I actually was prepared to make a bookmark card last time, and I thought, I'd love to make a bookmark card. I haven't done one in a long time, and I'm like, it's so easy. I could do that one in my sleep. So, like, a bookmark card. How about that?
Perfect. That is exactly yes. I like that choice and your thinking. This is just kind of a little insight to your beautiful brain. Your beautiful, well-kissed brain. We know that you like purple. Is there a purple up there that you could grab for your roulette?
Well, so anyone that has a +2 or a +1 could definitely be. But I don't think I saw the word purple in that list at all.
I don't see purple either.
I think you took A2 and purple off this week.
Gosh, I feel like a real creep. I didn't mean to do that on purpose.
I see. So what would be, I saw the blues and silver +2, and I'm like, okay. That would be pretty, like a blue New Year's card or a blue and silver New Year's card, like coming into the new year. Like I could see that. That would be cool. Like that would be awesome to get that one.
I like that
one. I could live with that.
How about element? Do you have something that you are itching to make on that element list? You have a new stamp set or something that you like to make? Sometimes you do.
Sweets. How about that? We'll go with sweets.
You would like to have sweets number 12.
Only because I have a milkshake.
Hoping for.
Yeah, I got a milkshake bundle that just came in that's in the spring new catalog, and I could use that because that's sweets. It's got ice cream cone and a shake on it. I'm like, okay, that could be cool. All right.
I like that too.
Let's go with sweets. Okay.
All right. And then is there a random that floats your boat?
Yeah, the something from my mess, because that got me so good the first time that we ever made a card. I had a scrap of white paper that had something stamped bad on the back. And I got to use that piece of paper.
Man, that was a long time ago. Yeah. Okay. So if the wheel is listening, you would make a bookmark card. You would use blues and silvers +2. You would have something with sweet on it and something from your mask, which is a messy desk. I like that.
I hope I don't get all 4 of those
into your head.
Well, I hope that I don't get all 4 of those together, because that is not what I pictured in my head.
Well, I don't know what the odds of getting all 4 of those in one show would be, but I bet it's really high and very astronomical. I think we're probably more likely for you and me to land on the moon than to get all 4 of those at one time. Okay. But let's give this guy, thank you for helping us with that new feature. I think it's fun. I hope it wasn't horrifying to you.
It wasn't. It just made me think a lot.
Yeah, I know. And it's Friday. Okay. And you had designed how many cards today? 10?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, your brain is kind of done. We're gonna give this guy a warm up here. All the bets to us, all. I hope we get something fabulous.
Somebody asked if I get
What does the wheel want for our project? I love the Epic Smurf is using Swedish for spin. Card with a tag. That can be A2. You're good to go.
I love it.
Colors. Craft Roulette neutrals, black, gray, white, cream, tan, brown, and metallics are always given. Blue, okay, last week we had blue, comma, green, +2. This one is blue, green, +2. We'll talk about that for any clarification. And for element, that was tricky when they were both on the wheel at the same time. Best friends.
Dang it.
That face, that disappointment, it makes me so sad.
I know.
And random, let's see if you get what you want this time. Best friends. You've got your kitties. They're best friends.
Oh, there you go. 2 cats on a tag. There we go.
Yeah, you go.
Number 12.
A stamped background. That's a piece of cake for you, right? No?
Yeah.
That was kind of a sour face too. Sour beer
No,
face.
that's good. That's me squinting. I can't read this unless I go up like this. So it was me squinting.
Okay, I thought it was a sour beer face.
No, sorry. It was all good.
Better. Okay, so we've got a card with a tag, any size. Best friends for an element, blue, green, +2, and a stamped background. Okay, I like them. I'm okay with it. So let's talk about it. Card with a tag.
Okay.
How do you use a tag on a card usually? On an A2 size card, if you have that choice.
I would cut a tag that is about like a quarter of the size of the card, and then because I have some dies that are called tailor-made tag dies, and so I will go run upstairs and get them because I was designing with them today, and I made a tag card today. So I would put whatever best friend element is going to be on the tag, and then put a ribbon through because there's a hole that it die cuts out, and then put some ribbon on the tag, and then pop it up on the card. I usually like my things straight up and down, left and right, but I will put tags diagonally slightly. So, wow, I know, right?
I try to do the diagonal, and then it just starts going straight up and down.
Yep.
I know, Grandma Gay, she loves a good
Yep.
diagonal.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yep. I was designing with my friend Gina, and we were putting a butterfly on the card, and I put my butterfly with the wings like straight out, and she put her butterfly like that. And I'm like, yep, we're 2 different people.
I know.
We got 2 different styles.
It's so
and neither one is
comfortable
wrong
for some people. Right.
Yes,
exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
so a card with a tag isn't terribly tricky.
Got my A2. Yep.
And you can use any size you want. So if you wanted a 6x6, and you could add more than one tag also. You could have multiple tags. You could have little tags and big tags. You can have a tag being a part of something else, a sales tag.
Well, there
It
you
doesn't have to be the literal tag. We often talk about the Google. If you looked it up on Google, what the definition would be, and then we have the artistic definition.
Mm-hmm.
And since this is an art project, you have the choice. And we're not here to tell you which one you have to do.
Right.
And that's why we get so many different kinds of cards.
Yeah. You could do like 2 mini Pearl girls that have their hats on and put a price tag on the hat, right?
Oh, that would be so cute. Yeah, best friends with their little hats. Yeah, I like that very, very much. And, I'd cut out some snow girls today. That might be really a great idea. Might just work. Dang it. And because they could be best friends.
Exactly.
Interesting. Oh, except they're not blue or green. But I've got +2. Okay, so blue-green.
So like an aqua color?
Last week we had blue, green. And this week we have blue-green. So let's look into this a little bit without the shine. There we go. So if you look at this, and it would be green or blue. That was last week. This week we have blue-green. So you're going to have that pretty teal, aqua
Bermuda.
turquoise kind of color. Yeah, we love those. So that's what we're going to end up using this week is the blue-green plus 2 other colors. So what 2 other colors come to mind for you to use with that pretty blue-green?
Purple? Just kidding.
I should have known. Why did I even ask? Seriously, that looks good, though. So what is your third color?
Maybe a pink, I guess.
Yeah.
Very colorful, cheery spring colors to me. And neutrals don't count for those +2. Correct,
But they
right?
can use them as your +2. We also have that with
You
the
can.
neutrals.
Okay.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
So aqua, a color, and neutrals could count it as or extra.
Right.
Okay.
You got it 8
Okay.
times, and you got it down cold.
Mhm.
It's good. Best friends, we talked. You could just have some new kitties,
Yeah. So I
and
was
you could
thinking
use
about
something like that,
like
or you
some
could,
cat stamps. I'm
or
thinking like, do
mini
I have
pearl girls.
Yeah. So then see, this is where like when I stamp, I don't generally stamp a lot of people images on
Right.
my cards. Like it's always elements, focal images, but not people per se, or
Mhm.
like, animals, yes. But I'm trying to think, I'm racking my head. Well, how could best friends be interpreted in not those fashions? Like without like, yes, 2 pets together and 2 people together, but could there be a different way to look at best friends outside of those 2 perspectives? That's what I was trying to like figure out. So
Well,
like,
best friends can be 2 things that go together very well.
right. So not necessarily like, okay. So like, um, okay.
Could it
Like
be peanut butter and jelly?
jelly. That's what I was thinking. Cause
Yeah.
peanut butter and jelly like are a great pair. They're best friends when you put them on your
Right.
sandwich.
Salt and
Right.
pepper.
Right. And that's what I was thinking of last time when I
Mhm.
had that kitchen element and I had salt and pepper and, cause salt and pepper, you don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So 2 things that are best friends, not necessarily people or animals.
If that's how you see it, we're good
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
2
So,
things that go together well.
so what
Best
I would
friends.
have vetoed, I think
Okay.
from that group was first grader. I think was first grader in
The first
that
grade
group.
color.
Yeah, first grader, whatever. Yeah, that was part of color. And then I was going to veto children's story for that element, I think.
Well, it didn't
So,
end up that you
it didn't.
needed those.
But best
Yeah.
friends was high up on that list too. I was almost like, I don't know about best friends. So,
You could do children's story, though. That would still work with best friends because kids are, often BFFs.
yeah, but I'm good because I didn't want them.
Yeah. But if you did get a little inspiration, you could. But yeah, you're
Let's
good.
not. Let's not. We're good.
And so a stamped background, that's not going to be hard.
Absolutely. Finding a
Yeah,
background
but
stamp or anything
you
that's small
had-
and stamping it back. Yeah.
If you could make a plaid with lines, you can make
Oh, yeah.
object or geometric shapes. You could even put postage stamps in the background. It doesn't say that it has to be a art stamp. It could be a
You're
postage
right.
stamp.
It could
Mhm.
be a postage stamp. I think
Yes.
you're right. Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
So if somebody had background paper that had postage stamps on it,
Mhm.
or if you had a collage of postage stamps,
Mhm.
we could see some cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Well, I think our brains are engaging. They're not quite ready, but I think they're engaging. So, are we ready to go get our supplies?
I think so. I have 10 minutes, right? Usually, or whatever I need, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to go upstairs, so just let us know.
Okay. Perfect.
All righty. We've got a little message about Fun University. We'll be right back. Let's do this. We'll see ya. Do you find crafting hard? Are you stuck on one of those pesky parameters? Do you feel like the wheel is watching you while you craft? We have the solution for you. Hi, I'm Mary Gunfun. While I'm busy gathering my supplies, I just wanted to tell you about my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/fununiversity. We break down the parameters and talk about them at a more in-depth level. We also pick one tricky one to concentrate on and do a deep dive into it. But that's not all. We do our mail call every week on the channel as well. So if you wanted to send me a card or a package, send it to this address and I'll share it on the show. We're live almost every Tuesday night on youtube.com/fununiversity. We also do some celebration there because we will review our last week's achievement board. That's youtube.com/FUNN University. No easy or complicated payments, no COD. Just show up and have fun. If you have too much fun, please call a friend immediately and invite them over to have fun with you. Normal postage and handling rates do apply. This ad was not paid for by anybody. We hope Mary is ready because I can't stretch this out any longer. Now back to the show. I think we're good. I do.
You're a little close.
I'm a little close. I couldn't see my project in.
Your Zoom.
Oh,
You'll want it back.
there we go.
Keep going.
Okay, so does that look about right?
Get your mic up.
Okay, mic up, camera back, action. Here we go. What have you guys been saying? Coastal Cabana sounds very teal bluey. I don't know. Cookies and milk, donuts and coffee. That sounds good to me. You know, I made gingerbread, or not gingerbread, but molasses cookie dough yesterday, and I have just been eating the dough. I haven't bothered to cook them. Beer and bratwurst. Yep, these are all, I think those would be fun. BFFs, BFF tag, you know, yes, the 2 heart necklace part, Jen, that is exactly right. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Oh, Lynn. Oh, yes. Blue, green, orange, and purple teams are BFF. Card done. What? Not, you're just kidding, right? Yeah. Glimmer foil considered stamping a background. Is it stamping? I don't know. I've never foiled. So you'll have to tell me. I would think it would be something besides stamping, but I'm not sure. Still the best infomercial. Hey, Ashley, how's little Harrison? It's, you know, that infomercial is out of date. And also another thing, Fun University is now on winter break. And so I won't be back until mid-January. But I do have some things that will be recorded that will be going live on Tuesday nights at 6:30 for a couple weeks. And don't forget, my twin sister Mary Claus will be reading our Christmas story the week before Christmas. So that will be live. Well, it's recorded. That'll be on this channel. So, yeah. All right, Tillian. Yes, that's what we have here. I said on Fun University last week that Tim got me. Tim got me. I don't usually get gotten, but I got gotten by Tim he was on some little thing about that these guys were free, and all of a sudden I had to buy $35 worth of stuff, and I did. I rallied. I got $35 of 4 distress oxides I didn't have, and I'm happy to have them. But I also got these 2 little things free. So that's, yep. So those are going to be red and pink are going to be my +2. And then I'm going to have some pretty blue-green to work with. I think they'll be cute. I do. And I think they may also be on 2 tags. We'll see. Holy moly. And then work with that. So that's kind of what I am thinking. So let me look at that just for a second, though, because I don't know. Yep, Tim got me. I am usually so strong, too. I think they're really worth it, too. They are tiny. They're tiny little pieces, and my fingers felt very big to make these. But if I wasn't in a hurry, I was fine. This was the card I made on Fun University last week, and those are the little guys. And there they are again, just being adorable. They really are cute. And since Christina Brome, who always makes dies, has sent in 100 cards, I feel like this is kind of to honor her too. She's always uses so many little dies, and I'm always so enamored of her work. So, yeah, that's what I got. I'm not kidding either. So I already got some of my work done. I kind of like that. They are cute little guys. Apparently he's done these before. I do have fat old fingers though anymore. They don't like to work too well. Not as not very much. So we'll just put some, whoopsie, sorry, I was down low. There we go. Doink. Oh, they are so cute. They are so cute. So I think I will stamp their background. I got out my dust bunnies. I thought I might use them, but dust bunnies seem more like spring. So I think I'm going to stamp their background and then matte them with some blue-green. I think that will be fine. I'm not sure what exactly blue-green. And yeah, I think that's going to be just ducky. Absolutely frozenly ducky. What are you guys thinking? Oh, Grandma Gay, it is kind of a stinker. Penny, it's so nice to see you here. Tim got you too, Melissa? Yeah. I think I would like to know the sales numbers on that. I think he probably got a lot. He was very emphatic about it. I was just like, stop it. Just hush now. And nope. He got me. It's okay. I'm very glad to have them. They are tiny, though. They are. And tomorrow on the Zoom call, I will show you what I do with tiny little dies while I'm working with them, because I do have a solution. Robot friends, Ellen Jarvis, absolutely, robot friends. We need to. Well, should I bring the robots on still this year, or shall I wait until next year? I'll probably wait till next year. So, robots are very friendly, unless they're in an uprising. Look how cute this guy is. Oh, that's glue. Okay, he's just adorable. I need to stand up, so I quit getting off screen. And we'll just make these, this guy's dirty. Well, he's just going to be dirty, I think. I hear Christine, she is back in her hive. She's got a stamp house. She's like one of those memes that say, that talk about her house being a craft room. I think it's a craft house. Yeah. So, are you back? Okay.
I'll bring you on for the question.
She's coming back.
I have a
Welcome
question.
back. Yes.
Does silver count as a color, or is it like more of a neutral?
Our neutrals include metallics.
Ah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So it's a neutral.
It totally
Perfect.
is covered.
So we had
Totally covered.
what did we have again? We had a green blue plus 2. Okay.
Right.
Plus 2.
So what do you got?
Well, and like I was thinking of this sheet or this sheet.
Cute.
Then this is like my green blue.
Right.
I have a navy and a balmy blue, and then the white would be a neutral. Right? I think those, because I like this one pops more than this one does. But I just got this new paper and it has all these aqua-ish colors in it. So like, I'm like, oh, yay. They're beachy colors. But I think that was the pattern I would probably pick. Or that one could even work
pretty.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I like that one actually. Ooh, this one has gold in it. But if I have gold, then I got to run back upstairs to get gold. We're going to skip that. I don't have gold down here. I think I might go with that one. All right. That might be the pick for this one. Thanks. And I was going to bring in, so I heard you guys talking about Coastal Cabana and like before I went upstairs, and Coastal Cabana was what came to my mind too, along with Bermuda Bay would be my aqua green Stampin' Up! Colors, or my bluey green. So I was going to work with something like these two colors, but now I'm trying to figure out which one would look better. And I don't remember who had asked that, but I was like, yep, I'd go with one of those for a blue-green.
Right.
And I found my tags. I got my tag dies. So, perfecto changeo.
Do I sound very Southern to you? Because I say tag.
Tags.
Tag.
Right? That long A and O.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got the frog going all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
So, we got my tag dies. I got my blue, aqua, blue, green, +2. I need best friends. You want to see what I picked?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I got 2 best friends right here.
Oh, perfect best friends.
Ah,
Very
so
perfect. Oh, look at that guy with the back side of down lower right. He is cute. He's like the Charmin bear.
Mm-hmm. You betcha. So
Super
that was
cute.
best friends. And what's my other element? I forgot at the moment.
Stamped background,
background.
best friends, blue, green +2 card with a tag.
Okay. So I just gotta figure out a tag. Yep, a tag. Just gotta figure out the tag. So I did figure out. I do have to figure out. No, I have to figure out the stamped background. I didn't get anything for that. I was too focused on the tags and the best friends. And he's gonna be their other best friend, hanging out on the inside. Well, I shouldn't say. Yeah, he is hanging. Haha. Yep. No pun intended.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Literally. Correcto. Changeo. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna bring
Now
in some.
Yep.
Do I want pink snow or blue-green snow?
What? Just not yellow.
No yellow snow. That's what Boomer votes for every time.
Stamp a cloud or grass on your tag is what Pauline is saying, and I'm not sure. Is she meaning for you? Maybe.
I bet for you.
All right, let's think here. I've got these guys here as well, and I'm going to pull in this one, and that one, and
right, it's tag, isn't it? Since I do hear with YouTube, you hear so many different accents.
Mm-hmm.
And I do analyze my own accent oftentimes. And it's not very comfortable sometimes. But I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but it's just what it is.
So I lived in, excuse me, I got a frog yet. I lived in Miami for 5 years and I moved back home. But I came home often enough where I was still back home enough that I kept my Midwest accent, but I picked up a Cuban, like Miami accent. So can you imagine those two things together?
No.
Yeah. It was quite the accent. I got made fun of a lot.
Well,
everybody asked me to talk because they loved laughing at how I talked.
You know what? The one that always is so cute and endearing are the little, and it wouldn't make sense to somebody that lives in Scotland or England, but it's when the little kids from Scotland or England are talking and they have that little proper accent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, they really learn that early. They don't have to pretend that that's how they talk. It's just a remarkable little thing.
It sure is. And I remembered
sound like that. Language is very interesting.
Stamped
this is going to be my stamped.
Oh, there are my notes. There they are. I'm like, I knew they were somewhere. They got covered up. Oh, okay, so we needed trimmers.
You are.
Yeah. Okay. So what color? I don't know if I figured out what I'm not even watching what you're doing. You're doing wintry snowmen. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm in winter.
Oh, and there's snowmen are best friends. Yay.
Yes. Yes, they are. I think I'm going to do some reinforcers here. Those will be my background. Stamped background. I don't know. Do I just put some paper in the back then? Is that too easy?
Let's see.
Decisions.
No, sometimes easy is good. Like, it doesn't always have to be overwhelming and hard, right? Yeah.
You are right.
Right.
Simple is good. And that's something that brings me up to the point of, if you don't ever think that you are not good enough to send in a card because your cards are simple or you're new or anything like that. We love seeing what you make.
Mm-hmm.
And you will have an idea that somebody will see. You may not even know it's a great idea, but somebody will look at it and go, "Oh my gosh, never thought of that." That's how that's how our cards are.
Mm-hmm. A stamped background. I gotta go find a stamp. That's the only thing I forgot about. I did good until I looked at that last clue, and I'm like, what do we have for a big background stamp? That's what I'm gonna try to see.
It's
here real
always
quick.
that last one that gets you.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
It is. I can remember 3 things, and then the 4th one is oop.
Oop. Okay, dry brush or stack stone would be good. Okay, one moment, please.
Oh, I've got to remember something from my... Oh, these guys were from my mask. I'd already made them. That is a beautiful moment right there. Pretty darned excited.
This was my first card. That white piece was from my mask.
Is.
That back side of this piece had something on it that was stupid stamped, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to throw away the paper though, right? So this card is still here, and the bow is still intact.
That was a great night. I remember that night well, actually.
Oh, I was nervous for days before that one.
You were, and that you weren't nervous tonight, though, were you?
Not at all, because I didn't think about it until I was talking with you, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing Craft Roulette tonight. It's like I didn't forget about it, but I just didn't think about it until right before. Like I'm like,
right,
no,
you were busy.
Busy. Yeah. Busy.
You were using your bandwidth for something else.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's usually moving a mile a minute is usually what I'm doing. Yep. And that's why I think people always say to me, I'm sorry to bother you. It's like, no, this is what I do. I'm here to help you. I'm never, people are never a bother. That's what it's like. You don't ever have to apologize for asking questions or needing clarification on stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's just what we do.
I want you to succeed and understand what you like.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. I think I'm doing that. And then we're not doing that. And
Too weird.
we're going to do this
cut
one.
it and see if it's too weird.
Too weird. Oh, that's what Naughty Nancy would always say. We lost Naughty Nancy, Mary.
That's what I heard. I heard that was a sad thing.
It was a not good week last week. It was really out of it. Like, she's one of my longest time customers, my longest running Be Happy stampers. And she was the one that made everybody blush and smile and laugh. And she is the one that would say, it's just paper. They make more of it every day. Just flip it over, get a new piece, whatever it is. It's just paper. And then she'd also tell you, well, because I would use the glue up until the very end, but then I'd say, I can still get 20 more cards out. And she's like, yeah, we'll put it between your, like, we called it crotch glue, right? Because you put between your legs and your legs will warm up the glue and then you'll get 20 more cards glued. So she was always so, yeah, it's cool. But then Bonnie would put it down her like boob area, right? So she called it boob glue. But that's what Naughty Nancy was fun for, right? She would always make you laugh and bring us like your face to a smile. Aww. And yeah. So
she will be missed.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt. Absolutely, without a doubt. So yeah, when you said that, I'm like, oh yeah.
I had my last job. My supervising teacher was Nancy, and she was so much fun. Mm-hmm. And she could definitely be a naughty Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, she would think of things, I tell you, but she was just the best. I really liked her working with her.
I went to get flowers for her, and I went to purchase them from Hensey's, our local florist, and the lady that checked me out was Naughty Nancy, or her name was Nancy, and I said, I want these to go to Naughty Nancy. She's like, well, I'm Naughty Nancy. I'm like, there's another one out there? I'm like, how is that even possible?
Aww.
But we have
Fancy Nancy sometimes.
Oh, we have Fancy Nancy and we have Nice Nancy.
You guys are, Nancy's such a great name. It's just a great name. I always have liked it.
Absolutely. We like
Let's
that.
see. Got these big, I think put the bigger one underneath.
And then I have white back here. Yeah, white's under here.
Do we want that there? Do we want them there?
Oh, 2 tags. Look at you go.
I know, I'm an overachiever, you know.
All
Just
right.
an overachiever. He looks like he's breaking out.
When you had it, it was a couple.
Maybe he can.
Look at you almost done with your card, and I'm just starting.
Have an interactive of him. Save the snowman. Oh, you know, but I cheated, kind of, not really, but something for my mask are these snowmen, and I had made them this afternoon.
And here you go. The wheel was good to you. And you know what I'm thinking about it? The wheel was good to me too. These are easy parameters. I have to say that there's nothing wrong with these parameters.
Parameters are always doable.
They sure
They
are.
really, really are. I don't know. This doesn't have. I might make this a square card. Thinking about. Oh yeah. I've got some ribbon, and since you love ribbon, I am going to put ribbon on my card for you.
Good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I never put ribbon on a card. It's like, and I'm also, look at, this is at a slant. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
I've lost my bearings. I've lost my compass. My inner compass is gone.
You're going big or going home. Wait, you are home.
That's right. I've got some questions for you. Are you ready?
Oh man, are they going to be like the last time?
What were they last time? Were they hard?
I don't know, but they made me think.
They may make you think, but
yeah. Oh man.
I can see her face. She's just smiling. She's fine. She's not crying yet. I'll know if she's crying.
Yeah.
Well, our patrons get the opportunity to ask questions. And Kathy Morris asks, and this one is spot on, Kathy Morris. You are a pro at Craft Roulette by now. Other than A2 cards, what are your favorite parameters on the roulette wheel? Was she in our staff meeting or what? That she knew that we were going to ask you for to choose some things. That's great.
I like cards on cards. So when I got that parameter last time, that was a 3x3. That I could put a 3x3 like baby card on top of an A2 was pretty awesome. So the bookmark thing was something that was cool too. Like I haven't done one for a while, but yes, I like that. I don't do square cards a lot, honestly, because they cost more postage when you mail square cards here in the States. So I can live without the square cards. The other parameters, gosh, I'd have to look at the list again and see what's out there.
You liked the calendar when you did that one.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love calendar cards. Absolutely. I'm making a calendar card on Sunday, and it's going to have bees on it and navy. I was hopeful that the wheel was going to give me something so I could actually make that card tonight with you guys. Instead, I will still be making it on Sunday. But
yeah, he usually doesn't give you that much help.
Right. That it would actually help me be like making a class card. Yeah.
Yep. You may have to adjust your class to work with the wheel.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Something from the mask. What the heck is that, Mary Gunn? Well, a mask is a word that I made up. It is a messy desk, which is what I have all the time. And so just use something that is on your desk or mask. Well, because that was, I know why. Because Christine wanted to use it. And I forgot that it wasn't on the screen because I hadn't looked at the parameters. That's why. But if you want to add a fifth one, saw these and went, they're on my mask. And so I just spaced it out. It's what I do. It is a superpower. I know. Don't be too jealous. So the parameters this time are card with a tag. I'm overachieving and doing 2. Blue, green plus 2. So I've got blue, green here. And then I have pink and red, which actually is plus 1. Because red is, but it could be plus 2. Best friends are my little guys. My little darling guys. And then a stamped background is what I put on the tags. And then if you wanted to, you could have something from your mask. But what? And then what? That's it, right? Okay.
Yeah, they were just wondering.
I was confusing people because I wasn't thinking. It's my thing. Yeah. But
So
you kind of wished you'd had it.
Oh, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. That time when I got the mask, it was perfect because I was stamping up in my craft room upstairs. I'm at my desk where I don't have anything on my desk here at the moment, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have, however, prepared for that parameter before by having something on your mask.
I've put stuff on my desk.
You have prepared. So I'm sorry, guys, that I confused you, but, I think we got this straightened out. Thank you, Mr. Producer, for pointing that out. And I hope that makes sense.
I have to figure out my tag color yet. That's what I was working on. I have 2 tags, too, that I'm doing. So there you go. Yay.
Yeah.
Overachiever.
Yes.
Yep.
Can't
that's
have
what
enough
I
of
do.
those cute little tags. They're cute.
Yeah.
And they're going to crooked Grandma Gay.
So
did we answer that? Well,
yeah, I answered some of the other ones. What other types of cards? Easel cards. I like doing easel cards a lot.
Yeah.
Yep, where you have like the tent and then you have like another like hump in the front, like an easel that makes an easel. Yep. Yes, I do like that a lot. I had an embossing folder somewhere. Embossing.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, here it is. So we're gonna emboss this. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I have a snowflake embossing folder.
Oh yeah,
which would work. But I haven't used it since last year, so I'm not really sure. Yep, I do. Good.
Okay, got a tag.
Bonus for remembering. And purple. You're always happy with purple.
Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't do purple. Oh no. Dang it. I missed my purple boat. Oh, wonders. Not good. Man, is Team Purple gonna forgive me for not using purple tonight? Oh my gosh, Team Blue is gonna be all over this. So my friend Carissa, who I was working with all day today, she is totally Team Blue, and she's gonna be so excited when I tell her I did a blue card, a blue-ish.
Oh, she'll be so proud of you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you find when you're designing cards that you tend to use the colors that you like, or that you are wearing a certain color and then you realize that you've designed cards those colors?
That's funny. Gosh, everything would be purple if I did. So I feel like I don't do purple for everything, even though I love it so much. What happens, like when I work on setting my schedule for the year, so like our January through April catalog is launching in January. I set out a schedule and kind of map out all the stamp sets and bundles and products I want to use for that period. And so what happens is Stampin' Up! Uses a lot of, they make what they call suites. And so like this paper has coordinating colors and then it has a coordinating stamp set. And so I pick out that product. And so I'm generally stamping that product by the suite. So it's not always what I like or what I'm wearing. It's kind of how they choose their product to coordinate together. Yeah. So I would say not usually, but hey, yes, if everything could be purple, I would have everything purple.
I appreciate your dedication to purple. I do. It is, it's admirable.
I think
that was a good question, Kathy Morris, and interesting that you would ask it on this week. Cordelia Alderman, who isn't here tonight, but we hope you're enjoying the replay, asks, have you ever made a card and later wondered, what was I thinking? I have, and I just didn't want to feel alone. LOL.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She's not alone. You're not alone. I feel like
No.
we all do that. Absolutely.
What the
Oh,
heck was
the
I
heck was I
thinking?
thinking? Especially that happens to me more when I'm by myself making a card. If I'm stamping with a friend, like I stamp with Carissa a lot and we work on designing cards for classes together. My friend Diane Bogenhagen comes over. So when I'm designing with somebody else, I don't ever feel that way because usually two brains are better than one. And you have ideas and you feed them off of each other. So if you ever have the opportunity to have a really good friend to stamp with, like take it, right? Get your friends and have them all be crafters so that you have a mutual thing that you like to do together.
Well,
and then you won't feel like that because if a true friend will say to you, oh yeah, what did you think about this? Or what about this? What about that? You know, and all of a sudden you have all these ideas coming in and your card turns out completely different, but better than had you made it by yourself.
Yeah. Card by committee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made that one a little shorter.
I've gotten to the
point we don't really know that somebody like thinking that something from your mask is really happening tonight because we kind of get forgetful and start thinking about this or that and go down a bunny trail. At least somebody that I live with in my brain does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just go down a bunny trail and expect everybody else to know where you're hopping.
Up down with you. Yep. So when people ask the questions, they don't necessarily know which guest crafter is going to be asked them, do they? Or is it week specific?
Nope, they do know. They do know.
Oh, they do know. Got it. Okay, cool.
It's a new thing every week, and it's do you have questions for? Yes. So they knew. They knew it was for you, girl.
Cool beans.
Yeah. They ask good questions, though.
Yeah.
They really do.
Makes me feel like I'm in school and I'm being like pop quizzed.
Oh, no. It's supposed to make you feel like you're on a talk show.
Talk show. Okay.
And that you're a famous crafter.
Yeah.
And inquiring minds want to know all about
Want to know. Yep, exactly.
So, no, Cordelia, you're not alone. I think we've all made some real crazy cards, and I've got oodles of them in my studio.
Yeah, and those are the ones you don't show to a lot of people.
No, they're just off limits. Then there's the ones that are just absolutely in the trash can too. So, not even an option for anybody.
Not even worth saving.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah. Absolutely not. So you are not alone. I wonder if that'd be cute. Oh, well, we're just going to do that. I was going to say, would that be cute with a jewel, but maybe another snowman. Roberta Sadler, wife of birthday Bob Sadler, asks, oh, this one's a really good question, too. What is your least favorite part of card making? Do you have a least favorite?
Writing PDF tutorials. That is what I don't mind doing it, but I was talking to Carissa about it this morning because with every online class I do, I write a PDF tutorial and it's included in the class registration. So when you take a class with me, when it's online, it includes a tutorial that it has pictures, measurements, and all the recipes with product numbers from Stampin' Up. And that's included in the class registration when you get a class from me, either paid for or free with an order. And when I do a class every week, there's at least one tutorial every week. But then sometimes when I have 3 online classes in 1 week, I'm writing 3 tutorials in 1 week. And it makes me feel like I am back in school writing a paper. And it's the easiest homework or paper I would have to ever write. I get, I would be fine. But I feel like I wish I could have like a computer where I could tell it what to write, but I have to type it, as fast as my man fingers will type to get that. And then I've actually gotten a proofreader though to help me because I read it the way I think it should be, but she proofreads. Karen proofreads every tutorial I write now for about 6 months. And I can't believe the amount of errors I actually have misspellings she goes through each item number and double checks the code and she cuts the pieces to check the measurements for me. She's amazing.
Oh my gosh. That is.
Wow. And it's like, how bad were they before she started doing this for me is what I keep thinking.
Maybe nobody really read them.
And I asked somebody about it and they're like, yeah, we knew what you meant. We're good.
Oh,
We
okay.
knew what you meant. I'm like, okay, thanks for being like honest.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
Oh, that proofreaders that are good are
Yeah.
priceless.
Yes. So I would have to say that is the one time that it actually feels like work to me. When
And you didn't have any hesitation at all in that answer.
No, because every week I think it more and more. I'm
Yeah.
like, gosh, what would it take to find somebody to write my PDF tutorials? I'd pay them to write my PDF tutorials but the thing is, nobody will explain it quite like I do, I think, because
Right.
I've had people tell me how thorough and I don't miss things and everything is explained really good. And it's like, who would do that? Like, I would have to entrust somebody that has the ability to write it like I do.
Right.
Oh, right.
Technical writers get a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that's why. It's hard. Well, Roberta, we found out that answer really well, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's too big. Well, I was going to use this one. And it says, I love you with all my butt because it's bigger than my heart, but it's too big for this because it's from Sweden and they do 6x6 cards like we do A2s. So that doesn't fit into that one. So I love you with all my butt, but it's not going to happen this time. Well, I'm glad I didn't just try to stamp it in there. That was good. I've got others. I've got other stamps. Lisa Welpley asks, any advice on designing cards with no sentiment?
Oh, I love it when the card has no sentiment. Because then you can use the card for whatever you want.
Right.
Right.
Do you just leave it that way and mail it that way, or?
Well, okay. I'll just show a card where you could have easily not had sentiment on it. So this card, I have a sentiment on it, but it could easily not have a sentiment. Okay. So this is one that we worked on today, and it features your colors tonight, right? It features blue, green +2, right? So I'm using that same paper. If I would have left the happy birthday off of here, I would have been completely fine. And I could have just had what I wanted on the inside. So when I use, like, there's a lot of die cuts or layers, like this would have been fine not having a sentiment on. So I guess would be okay with not always using a sentiment because then the card could be used for whatever you want it to be. Any advice? Oh, here's another one. Okay. So this card right here that we made doesn't have a sentiment on the front.
It's a little scene. It says
it's a little scene, and then it has the little Baba black sheep, and then on the inside it has the sentiment. Right? So yeah, it's more scenes. That's exactly the right way to explain it. Like when you have more scenes on the front, you don't always have to have a sentiment.
When I saw that question, I had that thought. I thought, well, scenes are often like that. Oh, let's see. Ellen is asking about your stamped background. What are we going to do?
What am I going to do? Oh,
it's on your tag, isn't it?
Nope, I haven't done it yet. I'm either using one of these, and it's going to go onto this my Bermuda Bay. I haven't committed it to it in my head yet.
Gotcha.
So I'm finding everything else to do except for that, apparently.
Dragging her feet on that one, but still in the works.
Oh yeah, I didn't forget about it. I know it's there, but it's like I'm still figuring out what I want to do about. I have a big background tag, not background tag, but a big tag that I want to put here, and then I've got my little tag I'm going to put here, and I'm just contemplating in my head what color background I want to use for that tag. Because would you count this blue and this blue green the same blue greens, or because they're two different shades, they can't count?
Yeah, no, I'm going to just turn that right back to you and say, what do you
think? Say whatever I want. It's blue green. Okay.
Yep.
Now, where did I put my tag die? That's the question. Oh, it's right here. Oh, that was funny. See,
okay,
we make ourselves
just going to, I think we'll just do the heart. There's a heart that goes with this set, and I think that it's perfect. I can't make it better because the heart between these two is perfect. Because that's what best friends would have. I'm a thinking.
I was looking for the tag.
Keep us honest, Ellen.
Oh, I want it to be navy, I think. Like here.
We've got to keep us honest. Oh no, where's that little heart? There it is. See, they're all very little. So when you walked across on stage as a leader, the leader that you are, what were you feeling?
Pretty amazed. I felt like a little fish that was with the big fish is what I really thought in my head. I'm like, how did this little fish get to be up here with all these big fish? And then somebody told me that I'm a big fish. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know I was playing with the big fish, but apparently I am. So
yeah. You're with the big fish now. Yep.
Kind of. But I don't feel like that. So
right. Well,
I feel like I'm just doing what I'm doing, which has always been the same.
Well, what do you need to change? I mean, there's nothing that you need to change to feel like something. I just wonder, were you like giddy, happy?
It's just like, these are people I've been watching for the last 3, 4, 5 years that have always been up on this stage. And it's like, wow, I'm up here with them, getting my photograph with them. Wow. That's it. It's been not like, it's odd. You know, you watch people from a distance over the years and they've always been in that top 5, 10, 15, 20. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you are.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was the feeling. It was like, wow, I got here. I worked my butt off. I had goals and I made it happen. And that's, So I decided to go with stacked stone, I think, is what I'm going to do. And we're going to go with it.
Good girl.
We're doing it.
Gotta just have to make that decision sometimes, huh?
We're committing.
We're committing. That's that moment. Yep.
Yep. Committing can be hard, I'll tell you. But
even if it's just paper, you still have to commit.
It's just paper. It's just paper. All right. So we're going to take this off of here.
To commit.
Make sure I get that straight. Get a piece of paper. Oh, speaking of that, look at that. Clue number 9. My scrap paper.
If nobody knows what your clue number 9 is, can you describe what you do on mystery card night?
Yeah. Clue number 9 actually was not needed, and it was the blank page at the end. But yes, we pull out the magnifying glass and we read off clues. I start off with a clue number 1, which has the measurements for a card, and it's cardstock, pattern paper, black, vanilla, and you have all these different sizes of paper, and then you come together with me that night of when I actually have mystery card night, and I help you put your pieces together. You put them together, and then you have a fabulous card in the end. You
do. And it is a fabulous card. And it's good for everybody. It's good for new people, and it's good for people that have made lots of cards. It's a really fun night.
It really is. It definitely is.
Lynn Sanders says she loves your mystery card night.
Yay. Yeah, I remember when I first started doing it, I'd get like 30 to 40 people, and then all of a sudden it hit over 100, and I'm like, wow, there's 100 people that are doing this. It's pretty cool.
And you're very patient with them.
Answering questions. Yep, exactly. Like, yep, I said that, or yep, do this, or yep, that. You got it.
And you're very encouraging and very patient.
You have to be. So that is something my mom taught me. So I learned patience via my mother, because you have to be patient with your mother. She's your mother, right? So that's right. I attribute a lot of that to my mother, that she taught me how to be patient. And I think a lot of people appreciate that. Patience.
I think I'd like your mother.
Oh my gosh, my mom is amazing. She's like my favorite person in the world. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did I put this guy? I think I'm going to cut a different one. So my die is marked blue. So I keep my bad die down here. This die has been probably die cut at least 500 times, if I'd have to say. And it needs conditioning with either a baby wipe or wax paper. Not a baby wipe, sorry. A dryer sheet or wax paper to like make it pop out better. So I'm going to try to cut another one because I kind of wrecked the first one. I, in the interim, got a second set, but that's upstairs.
Oh.
So we're going to try it one more time and see if this will pop out because I think it's coming together. And the only other thing I'm debating in my head, so I'm trying to put a tag on here, and I was going to have this kind of like this with a little silver and my little dudes hanging out here. And then I've got this I was going to put like that and have a little sentiment right about there. And I got, you know, I got to put my ribbon on the top. So I know that. I just was trying to figure out what color tag would look good and would the vellum look good over the top of it. Because vellum is an extra thing that is okay to use, I'm guessing. It's like a foil. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I have these layering vellum upstairs that's super cool. It has texture on it.
Yeah,
and
those are pretty.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that would be super cool. Oh, wait. I have some down here. Well, look at this. We got new product in. It's called Vellum Basics, and there's leaves on it. Look at that. Okay, that might be cool.
Pretty.
In the background.
Frosty.
Yes, exactly.
Vellum is such a cool product.
Let's just use this.
Wrong way.
All right, I will die cut this.
I'm adding one of Christine's favorite products, which is a Wing Castella.
Yay! Go Wing,
and that is giving these little snow people sparkle. Because they're white on white and they're kind of hard to see. Well, they're not hard to see in person. But this will set them off a little bit because they'll be shiny.
Okay,
the snow's
see.
Shiny. With the diamonds. It's always pretty. I like these little guys. Thanks, Tim, for pushing me over. I just have to not watch him. He was just on and it just kept getting me, Christine.
Oh yeah.
Just like you. It was just like you. It's just if I see it over and over again, then I am more likely to fall for it. Just like when I first started seeing you on Facebook, and you were always on Facebook.
Always on.
It's just, she's
like,
on again.
Does this girl ever go to sleep? Does this girl ever go away?
Or is she a bagpipe?
Always on. Oh, man.
Always on or totally off. Yeah. Your card's looking good.
I'm getting there, and I'm almost there. I just gotta make the magic happen. I was wondering though, you're gonna laugh because this is like the last piece of I don't have navy down here, and I really want navy back here.
It's hard for you to do this show.
Because I didn't replenish my stock of like cardstock down here. And I don't use a lot of cardstock down here. It's when I'm kitting up my cards and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to cut this. Then I come to the drawer and I get the paper, but I only keep like usually 2 to 4 sheets of every color down here, and I keep 3 packs upstairs. And this is the only piece of navy I have left, and I really want my tag to be navy back here because I think it would tie the navy
contrast
in.
Would be good.
And you know what? I'm wondering if I'll ad hoc it, and I can always fix it later. Like I'm gonna get it pretty much together, but like I'm this much. This is how much short I am, like 1/8 of an inch. That's it. So we're going to go with this, and then I can always not put it together exactly 100%, and I can switch it out.
There you go.
But look at the general philosophy of the card.
The force is strong in this one, I can tell.
All right, so let's see here, because I really do like this here. Okay, I'm going to start gluing, I promise. I also have these ribbons I'm going to start using, and we're going to get it to almost be put together.
I'm just having fun putting finishing touches on. I'm just doing fine.
Good deal. So we're going to do that. So I ended up using... And
you haven't had any trouble at all with these questions.
No.
Zero zip.
We're on a talk show. Everything is all... This is all like, you guys... I'm very transparent. Like, it is what it is. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I told you I don't have navy down here. So I'm actually not going to glue this on. because this is the only base that I have, unless I could glue it on and have part of it not there, but I feel like I want to get it on a real card base. I'm just not going to glue it. I'm going to have it all there and have it all ready to put down and go get myself a different navy base.
Yeah, it's going to look good.
Yeah. All right. So
Good
then
plan.
I'm going to put this guy on here like that. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue on here.
Mr. Producer, do we have any cards already submitted? Do you know? Was it an easy night for some people? Sometimes we do.
I feel like it wasn't such a bad night.
No. I don't know what I would use for best friends if I hadn't made these guys. I had not looked at the parameters or anything, but I just knew I wanted to make a couple more of these because they're so cute. And I thought, if I have them made, then there's more of a chance that I'll find a way to use them. So
find a way to use them.
And I was just killing a little time, so.
And I wasn't sure what I was going to do either until I was going through my stamp sets, started at A and went to C, and I found Count on Me with the little koala bears. That saved the day for me. Holy Moses.
Then it all just came together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah, I don't know if I do white or what I do.
Sometimes that's just all it takes. You just go click.
So let's see here. I already had this colored, this aqua green color. So that's, I didn't have to work hard for that. I could have used this cording thing, but that's new. But I actually think that this satiny ribbon is going to look better. And I'll just put that through my tag here. Again, I will swap this out because my blue is missing. We're making an ad hoc card at the moment.
We're just going to let you do that too. Because we know. You know what you're doing.
And next time you're going to say, did you make sure your paper is stocked up? Okay, so that's glued. That's glued. We got to glue the inside and get some rhinestones.
I'm just going to get a mess here if I'm not careful, though, because I've got wet stuff. I've got
I can't glue that in. Haha.
Surprise.
Surprise. Yep.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Can't do that. But what we'll do is put one of these guys on the back for the moment to hold it in place. And
I have one more question for you, and it's the thoughtful question of the day from our best friend, Grandma Gay.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. You specialize in live fun. When you're alone in your craft space, do you talk to yourself as if there's an audience? Please say yes.
Oh, I can say yes. You want me to say yes? Is that what you want me to say? I'll say yes if you want me to.
If you do. Do you ever? Because I do.
No, not really. I'll talk to my cats. I'll talk to my kittens. If they're there, I talk to them. Yeah. But I don't like talk to like an audience. Like, what would you guys do? No, I don't like talk to them.
No.
I don't believe I talk to an audience.
No.
Just talk. I guess my answer would be
reason.
No.
Yeah, I don't talk to an audience, but I do talk to myself. And if the dog's in the room, it's all the better.
Yes, exactly.
Then you're not
talking to yourself.
Right, Boomer? So it's not. Yeah, you feel like you've got a friend there. Yeah. And so you have some kitties.
Yes.
Tell us about your kitties.
They're about 5 months old, and their names are Honey and Tigger. It had been about 4.5 years since Summer had gotten put down. And it took me that long to be able to be like, yep, I'm ready for another pet. And my boyfriend and I went to the farm and we picked out our 2 favorite cats. A tiger that's like a grayish tiger. And then I guess you want me to show a picture?
Yeah, we love kitties.
Pull up my phone. Yeah, I'll find the picture that is so cute of them. And she is a tiger that, like somebody said, she's a tortoise shell. So she's a gray tiger mixed with orange, actually. And she's the honeybee of the hive. So like she doesn't come in the hive very much, right? But we made her, she's our team mascot now. Honey. So,
nice.
She doesn't even know it, really.
No, no. It won't go to her head that way. She already knows she's in charge.
Oh, no, the boy is in charge. Absolutely. The boy
Oh.
is really in charge. Yeah. He is definitely he thinks he rules the roost.
And
Yeah,
he
exactly.
does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Does he wake you up at night?
Oh yeah. But I'm such a sound sleeper that he doesn't generally wake me up. He goes straight for Tyler and he wakes Tyler up. And I put that on the wrong side. He Tyler's a very light sleeper. So Tyler will get woken up and Tyler will be the one to take care of whatever he needs to, like if he needs food or like what he needs, pets, he needs love, he needs something. So, okay. What's going on? I heard whispering.
Oh, Mr. Producer said, watch the bottom of the screen and look, he has this thing that pops up. How to play along, make a unique project of
very
your own
good.
using the. That's cool. Where do I submit? That's real good. Kiss your brain, Mr. Producer. Those are cool.
Yay. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm not going to
I
actually
like
glue
it.
it down, but I have
I
the
like
navy pretty much set. I gotta
Look how
go get
different our
some
cards are.
rhinestones. We gotta trim our little, give a haircut to our ribbon.
When's your next class? Do you take a little time
Tomorrow.
off at Christmas or
No.
no?
I have two classes tomorrow, and they
Two
were
tomorrow.
actually, yep, two tomorrow. I have a double header tomorrow. I have my He's the Man class and my monthly class, and then on Sunday I have my team meeting. So I have like 85 people on the team now, and we have our annual team gathering Christmas party, and that is Sunday at 4, and then that will be about 3 hours, and then I have my club class on Monday. I have class on Wednesday. Everything that I normally do in the month of December just got condensed into 2 weeks, and then I added on extra add-on classes too between
of
Christmas
course.
and New Year's, because of course, right? That's what we do.
Yeah,
We just-
because why would
yeah.
you not?
Exactly. Like that's what we do.
Yeah.
So exactly. So let's do those guys, I think. And I'm looking for, I'll find a picture really quick for you guys to see Honeybee and Tigger. So Tigger wasn't named right away. He's like the child that you don't know what to name until you have him for a few days. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that makes sense. So I'm going to scroll through so you guys can see the cutest picture I have of them. And I believe that it is, I mean, you can see half of my phone at the moment, but this is my favorite picture of them when we first got them. And at this point, she's bigger than him. And then now he's like 5 pounds and she's 3 pounds because she's been sick for the last 4 weeks. She's had a respiratory infection that has been just knocking her out, and she'll gain a little weight and lose a little weight. And so we finally got her on something like what a human would be calling like a CPAC or something. It's like a very full of and good for her. So she's been on it for 3 days, and then she goes off for 3 days, and then on for 3 days, off for 3 days. You know. So that's like I've been taking care of a sick kitten, and this sick kitten is like a child that wants to be held all the time, and so it's really hard to do things one-handed or one-armed, if you know what I mean. So
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they look like they're going to be good little friends.
Oh yeah. So those are
for
best
you
friends.
and each other.
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
All right. So I think I can call it good until I can get my navy real tag and my navy background. But I've got my
Look how fancy yours is. And mine's just snowy and yours is so bluey. Look how pretty.
I like lots of layers usually. So that's what people have told me that they love about my card classes is that I don't have a layer, 2 layers, 3 layers. I have usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 layers. That's how many
layers. That's because you live in Wisconsin and you're used to dressing.
We get cold very much. Yeah. So yeah. And so when you take a class with me, like all the die cutting is done for you. Like you would get all your tags die cut, your leaf die cut. You'd have that die cut. You'd have a little piece of paper for your sentiment, and you'd have a white piece of paper to stamp the koalas. And if you don't have the koalas, you can use something else. And so
you totally spoil your people. I
do. I totally do. And that's why I believe that I have grown my business as much as I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as fast as I have.
Really well.
I'm
proud of you. I am. Well, let's talk about our cards. I'll go first. This is my card. I have a card with a tag. I use 2 tags. I use the blue-green plus 2 was the red and the pink. My best friends are these little snow people. And then I stamped the background on the tags with some snow. And then I also added some embossing of snowflakes on the background because it was just too... So added some ribbon because Christine always uses ribbon. Added some Stella because they're snowy and they need to be shiny. And so that's my card. On the inside, it says, "You are truly amazing," with some more snowflakes. And that's my card for episode 142, I believe. Yes. So what do you got there?
Okay. So I have 3 tags when I count them, because I have my vellum tag, a navy tag, and my silver embossed tag.
That looks great.
It's got the fern embossing folder, and my aqua color is pretty much that, tied in with my navy and a balmy blue-ish color, and that's kind of like the aqua color. And then my best friends are these little koalas that come from that Count on Me stamp set. And the background is from Stacked Stone, which I don't know. Oh, right here, maybe. I set it down somewhere. So Stacked Stone. And then I told you guys that I am out of my navy paper at the moment. So that's what the front's going to look like. And I inadvertently already glued my inside, which will look like this when I have a real card base. So it'll be like my little dude in the inside. So I'll get my real base, and my glue will be dried by then, but I'll add more glue. And yeah, I added some iridescent rhinestones to it. This ribbon is actually from our gnome suite. It has blue and white together that looked like this. It's actually balmy blue, and I colored it with this Bermuda marker to make it that color. And I had done that from my... Yeah, well, I had it from my gnomes class. It was extra, so it was just sitting over there. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that. So that would have been like my mask, like a mask thing.
Right.
And,
which, don't get me started. I might get forgetful again. Yeah. No, that's super cute.
I contemplated making their ears pink on the inside, but I don't know if that would have qualified because that would have been another color. Qualified. Ha ha. I know. That was a dad joke.
I'm just warming up for my dad jokes tomorrow. Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So I don't know if that would have brought in an extra color though, because pink wasn't on the list. So, I don't know. So could I get away with making their... Can I make their ears pink and get away with it?
I don't. Yeah, because you didn't. You used a couple saturations of the blue green.
Okay, cool.
So your plus 2 could be a little pink. I think so. Okay,
because gray is neutral, vellum is whatever. The foil is whatever. White is neutral. So if I add pink, I could have pink and navy would be my my 2 colors plus the aqua-ish. Okay.
Yeah, and Heidi Ryan and Deputy Heidi's good with it. So we're all on board.
Okay. Oh, Deputy said no.
Deputy Heidi said yes and no. So we'll go with the yes.
Then I said
and I'll quit looking at the chat, and then we'll never know.
So she said yes. At one
point she did, so we're good.
Okay, she went to Jared. That's the commercial. She said yes, he went to Jared. that jewelry commercial.
I haven't heard that one. Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to tell everybody how to play, and we're going to let you do what you want to do with your little ears, and flip your camera over, and we will say goodnight to you in just a minute. After we do our little bits of this or that. You did super great, Christine. You get better and better.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to want to play, aren't you? Because we've got some great parameters. Look at that new graphic. That's really cool, too. You're going to make a card with a tag. You're going to have something about best friends. You're going to want to use blue, green, and 2 other colors. Neutrals or Craft Roulette neutrals are always free. And include a stamped background. You're going to want to get it to us by Monday before the clock strikes Monday. And then if you're a patron, you have till Thursday. We have some you do that over on craftroulette.live. It's all set up. There's a forum. Just use that. And do join us. It's a lot of fun. We have some great guests coming up. Next week, I have a guest host. Amanda Stevens will be our host, and she will be hosting wonderful Lauren Taylor. Then we have Mary Claus, our austere Mrs. Claus, reading the Santa's Long Pants. After that, Biddy Penny will be our guest host, and she will be hosting Ardith Percy Robb. And then Amanda will be back hosting Carrie Rhodes. Then I come back, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, to greet Chelsea Comer, who will also be a spin sponsor, and Desiree Coomerly. So don't miss a week. We have a lot of fun here. I'm looking forward to being a viewer. Won't that be interesting? It'll be fun. I'm so excited. I know they'll do a great job. We do want to thank our patrons. You are making this happen for us. The Mr. Producer has a new chair, and so look how much creativity he has had with his new chair. And he also got a footrest because the new chair didn't fit quite right, but it's just great. You guys are the people that are backing us so that we can make this show go live every week. And without you, I don't know. I really don't. I don't even want to think about it. We don't have to think about it. You're here, and that's all we care about. So thank you guys so much. Hope to see so many of you tomorrow on the Zoom call. And remember, we've got some Team Purple and Team Orange things to think about in 2023. It's going to be great. Thank you. I know what this means. It means it's giveaway time, and we love giving away other people's stuff. And so tonight we are going to be giving away a handmade card with an itty bitty gift, which is our original giveaway. We have some goodie bags, and we have a $25 gift certificate from Artful Angel to give away to somebody that sent in one of those 149 cards from last week. If you did send your name or card in, your name will be on that wheel, and we will see who wins first. A handmade card with an itty bitty gift. There's Artful Angel. Woot is right, girl. Did you see my cow card? I made a new cow card. Ta-da! kind of a crazy card. It was just up on my desk. This can go anywhere in the world, but I think it's staying local. Okay, Kim Miller. I need to have you guys use the claim prize form on craftroulette.live and have it to me by before the clock strikes Monday, please. And then I will get this to you. There's a form. We have so many forms. We're big on forms. And just fill it out and it will come to me and I get all your info. You want to? Yeah, let's do another handmade card with an itty bitty gift. This will be Mr. Producer's maiden voyage to the post office to send these out. He just got big eyes. Thank you, Janet. I hope you have a great week too. Amy Moore. She's very local too. She's in Missouri. But that's okay. You get mail there. That's right. Handmade card. Good. Just let me know you want that. We'll get that set up for you. Now, goodie bags. We have a couple goodie bags to include this week, but these need to stay local in the United States because postage is kooky. Sobering. Yeah, we gotta use all our postage money on those mugs, but you guys deserve it. Laura Ann Wood. I think she's England. But we'll see what we do. You know what, Laura Ann? Go ahead and let me know. If you are where I think you are, we'll send you a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. That's how we end up using it. Let's do another one. Make sure. Come on, USA. Kind of how you have to do. I can't remember. Are you Laura Ann that? Laura Ann? Oh, so many. 149. Goodness, I have no idea where you're I think you're in the United States. This was your first week to send in a card. Well, we'll have to make you have a nice goodie bag just for you. And now a $25 gift certificate to Artful Angel. Thank you again, Karis. She was on the show. You can watch the replay. She was a sweet girl, and it was fun to watch. Her whole family was kind of involved with her that night. It was very fun. No, Laura Ellis is who I'm thinking of. Anaya. Oh, hot dog. I have the gift certificate code to send to you, so make sure you use that claim form on craftroulette.live. Please don't message me. I lose those. Don't email me. I lose those. But this one has a nice little orange thing that pops up so that I see it. And so please just use that form. It makes my life easy, and it makes it so that you will get your prizes. And do that before the clock strikes Monday. All right? Well done. Thank you so much for joining us this week. You guys all deserve a good goodie bag. You really do. Oh, I think we're going to bring Miss Christine on. I do have a question for her, too. This is not a question you don't know about. This is a question about your winter retreat.
Yes. Awesome. It's called the Winter Creative Escape. It's next month, and it's January 12th, 13th, 14th, or 15th if you want to do it in person with me in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, but it's also virtual. And when you do it virtual, you wouldn't attend in person, and you would get your box mailed to you. And we're doing 9 cards, all featuring product from the new spring mini catalog. And then there is a 3D project, which is going to be a book, like it looks like a book. And we have 8 creative presentations, so 2 each day. So if you're virtual, then you would watch those when we're doing them live, or you could catch the replay. And the series that we're doing is movement cards. So each day there will be a new movement card that is made. Or like last year, we did a fun fold series. And then I have 4 other presenters that come in the afternoon, and one's going to be doing all about heat embossing. And then we haven't put the other ones together yet. We're still working on the program, but it's a way to get some creative inspiration, the juices flowing, get you out of that Christmas holiday coma, and get us crafting into what we call our winter months up here or wherever you are. It's only for what we would call a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, discount shopper, or hobbyist. Somebody who is a Stampin' Up! Representative, kind of like a discount shopper. Somebody who is signing up for Stampin' Up! If you're a customer, you could always get signed up and still join us. And I have room. Yeah. And I have room yet. I'm at 85 people signed up, and I have spots for 96. So I have 11 left. And
my
it's
goodness.
a month away. It's over a month away. So it will fill up fast. And so that card that you saw with the pirate ship, that is one of the cards that we'll be making. And you don't have to have anything but a sentiment on that outside, and you'll make the card, right? That farm card was also one. So the cost is $125. It's a 1-day retreat, basically, if you do it in person, or it's a 4-day event that you can just do at your own leisure. So you could make it all, you can watch all 8 presentations at one time. It's whatever you want. It's a goodie bag, a $50 goodie bag, lots of make and takes. I have prize patrol in there. It's like a Stampin' Up! Retreat, or a Stampin' Up! On stage meets a crafting retreat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I say that she works her tail off, I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Well,
that is hard work. That's a lot of kits and things to think about.
Yeah, that's like about 1,000 kits. So like 96 times 9 for cards, and then a 3D project is kitted up. So 1,000 things are kitted up basically that week. And I will tell you,
that's why I never succeeded as a direct salesperson.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't do that. It was like, no, I've gotten 3 kits and I'm dying here. Mm-hmm. It's a ton of work. It really is.
Yeah, I have a great support system that helps me. My mom is probably my biggest helper. My cousin Carissa helps me. Diane helps me do. Like my die cutters, like they're just amazing. I have somebody who just does embossing for me now. Like I have to, because I couldn't do it otherwise by myself. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, there's no way. So if anybody's interested, I know my website's up there. The events, if you go to my events calendar for those days, the information is the same each day. Just pick on it a day and read through it. I write a lot in there, and all the details are in there.
And PDFs? Do you write the PDFs?
Oh, so there is so that's what. With this, you'll get a PDF tutorial with all the 10 projects, with all the pictures, the measurements, and the written instructions on how to put them together in case you don't like videos. Mm-hmm.
And they're proofread, too, so you know they're going to be right.
They are proofread. Absolutely. Yay, Karen. Woo-woo.
I see you guys all hunkering down and sending me good wishes. I thank you. I told Christina's job tonight. I said, your job tonight is to not let me get sappy and get crying. I'm having a kidney out next week.
We got to do my prize.
The long and the, just say that's the long and the short of it. I've got your cards. I'm taking them with me. The nurses are all going to be jealous of all the cards I have. So thank you. And we will let you guys know. Stephen will let you know how it turns out over on the Facebook group and in our Patreon group. So everything will be fine. You'll hear
She'll
from
be
him.
able to post. She'll post more than me.
I'm afraid of what I might post because I won't have a proofreader when I'm groggy. So.
Did you want to give something away, Christine?
I did. I've been trying to say it. We have never not
Sorry.
given one of my classes away. And so
That's
I wanted
true.
to remind you, we should have done that.
All right,
so we
we'll
got to
go
know.
back. We'll go back.
Yeah. It's one of my classes that can is like $18 or $15. It's a 3-card class or a 4-card
1 second.
class.
I'll bring you on.
Ta-da. Here comes the prize. Here comes the prize. And it has to be USA. Yep. Because
It'll be just a second. I gotta
because
add you
it
to
is Stampin' Up! Rule. And we got to be rule keepers.
1 second.
We do. I love you all too. Thank you. We don't want the Mary to cry. We're going to have dad jokes after all. So the Mary doesn't cry. No, we're doing fine. Okay, here we go. So.
They can hear you now.
Now they can hear you, Chris.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Like, I've been trying to say things that they can see me, but my mouth is moving, but nothing's happening. But I've always given away a class for this craft roulette show that we do. And so we can't not do it. So I was like, wait, hold the phone. We can't not do my class. So you guys, if that's why you saw me doing this, I was trying to get their attention. But it would be my monthly class, my sweet card class. It would be Let's Just Stamp. It's a class that is either paid for or free with a purchase. And that really confused the last person that won. So just reach out to me if you won, and I'll tell you which classes you could pick from. It's not product-based classes.
This won't be claimable on our website because I already saved those. So I don't want to write over those.
So you can
in
just
the database.
Email me or
No,
talk to
otherwise-
Christine.
talk
Just
to Christine
Email me.
personally.
One last thing
Yeah.
for Mary. So you guys, my email's up there. Just email me that you won this on Craft Roulette, and we'll go from there. If I don't,
Yep.
Perfect.
and email me twice if I don't get back to you, because that happened the last time. It was about a week before I got back to the gal. So, right?
Well, you're busy.
All right, here we go.
You're working your tail off, being busy.
Mhm.
All the best to someone. There's a lot of names.
20 seconds. It's always 20 seconds.
It
on the
is?
spin. Yeah.
Makes me nervous. KDF. KDF. I got good news for you. You won a Christine class. Make sure you let her know. Alrighty? Thank you, Christine. You're always, yeah. I kind of was like, I forgot to ask her before we started.
It's just, you don't even have to
Yeah.
ask. You can just know
Okay.
that, yeah. You can do it.
Yeah.
It says I'm muted. The director has me muted yet. So I don't know if anybody else can hear me, but
I can hear you.
you can hear me. Perfect. Okay. So yes, you can always assume that I'm giving away a class.
All right. All right. Well, you did a great job. I know you have been super busy, and you were just, I'm not kidding. She was writing out all these addresses during when she wasn't on, and she's just like a bagpipe, and she was all there all the time. But you just pulled together a really cute card just out of thin air. Pretty impressive. You came in warm. You came in hot.
Hot.
Came in burning hot with all sorts of creativity going on. So
The saying I have is, well, now we're cooking with oil.
there
Right?
you go. You were cooking with oil. That is for sure. And you know what we do this time of night?
And we kiss our,
We kiss our brains.
yeah.
And I'm going to kiss my kidney. Say
Yep.
goodbye to it. And I'm going to kiss the other ones. This is going to be my keeper. There we go.
Yay.
And so we're all good. Thank you all, Chatterboxes. I will read your comments tomorrow or Sunday, whenever that all happens. Mr. Producer, I really like what you've done with the show and the little pop-ups and adding Christine's information during the show and everything. It looked great. I like the cleaned up look. Very, very nice. Well done. Kiss your brain. And Christine, thank you so much for being such a great Craft Roulette supporter and friend. We appreciate you 8 times. And we've got you down for the next 3, so we're good to go.
And so
What a
we'll be seeing
deal.
double digits next year.
That's right. That's right. And you've got this week next year.
I always pick this one. I have done it from the first time. It's always that year anniversary. So thank you for always having me back.
It's a tradition. It's the
Yay.
Christine Bertram tradition. Guys, we'll let you know how things are going. Until we meet again, I'll see you in January. Everybody take care. Love you all. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.